Weapons out, boys! Someone's getting nosy! You know who we are, and you're still walking. This ain't your territory, mate. Are you pissed or something? Well, you better have the tickets to cover that. Do you feel better now, after your tantrum? This ain't for me. Just thinking of number one. Bugger this. Not very quiet, are they? Get ready, mates. Pin 'em in place. I'm making a move. Cover me. Evening. You're right. We used to be something. But now, we won't fall to the likes of the dogs or anyone else. You the one helping out? Good to see ain't everybody out to get us. A new face. You sticking around? Oh, break you! Tastes good! How about another? Bright and early, ain't we? It's a good day to get things done. About time to tuck in, innit? Good to see you back. Glad your gun's on our side. With you here, we might just be something again someday. Ah! 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 Yeah. Hello? Are you still there? Didn't even say goodbye. They never say goodbye. Just run off to leave old Nelson waiting like a prat. If only their wretched odour didn't stick around either. Prick! Take that, you bloody wanker! No cheating now. I'll find you. Oh, you are being horrible. Smart move. Now shove off. Good you know who your betters are. Makes everything easier. You pack a punch. I almost admire you. Almost. No one likes a sneak, coward. Someone there? Sounds like something fun might be heading my way. Come out and I'll make it quick. I ain't got all day to play games. Hide among the rats for all I care. We'll find you eventually. We're outgunned! Let 'em claim the round. We'll win the match. Only cowards run. You're just a tease like your mum. No action at all. Hey, where do you think you're off to? Duck, lads! Are you trying to get yourself killed? Get down! Get behind something! How about you and me, 1-on-1? You're all guns and no balls. You gonna scamper off with your tail between your legs? Come on, I'll give you a shot for free. You really think you can take a vagabond? You'll pay dearly for that. Do unto others what they do unto you. I never liked the fucker, but that don't mean I won't kill you for that. Pop on out here and let's have us a chat. You'll regret it if I have to actually look for you. Don't be rude. Come out and say hi to me and my friends. Just a scratch. Oi! That hurt! I'll give that one back to you. Damn the bitch that birthed you. That all you got? Ha! This is starting to get fun. What were you even aiming for? My mother wanted me to be a farmer. But I get my hands dirty in other ways. More bodies getting shite done never hurt anything. If you hang around, it wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers. Mind your P's and Q's or you'll mind my bullets. Watch your back, 'cause I can see exactly where my knife would fit. If I had it my way, you wouldn't dare show your face here. I'll carve your name on the bullet that stops your rank breath. Did you just... I won't let that stand. A life for a life. You ready to pay? So long as one draws breath, we'll kill you. Ah! Ah! Oof! Yeah! Ah! Ah! Let's see some fireworks. One more boom and one less nuisance. Let's see 'em dodge this. Ah! Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! I could spend my tickets on bullets or bookmakers. I know the better venture. You're right, Quick. Keep moving so I don't have to. You taking a piss? Go on, get out of it. Looks like we both need to work on our spatial awareness. Round 'em up! You that side, you the other. Squeeze 'em tight. I should have seen this coming. Hindsight is 20/20. They only think they're gaining ground. You have the grace of a drunkard. Mind where you swing your gangly limbs. If that's dented, I'll put a dent in you. You messed with the vagabonds. This is right fun, innit? Took one look at me and knew they were beat. Thought for sure I'd get some target practice in. Not like I really wanted to go chasing them anyway. Peace, peace, we don't need guns. We can be gentlemen, can't we? If no one sees them, no one has to report them. Good riddance. Want some more? This is just the start. And stay down. See you in hell. You got me, but not my boys. Ah! The graveyard shift again for me. Sick of it. Roundels, pistols, Miller's little boys. Everyone thinks their mob's a gang. With just a bit more territory up north, we might have a strategic advantage. With us in charge, things would be nicer. Well, for us, of course, but for Blighty too. Gah! Yeah! Rah! Try it, and you'll wish you hadn't. A lock's a warning. You better pay heed. Always wondered what we keep in there. This is gonna make my day. The bloody bitch that barks gets put down. Come on, lads. We've got some lessons to teach. Back for more. The highest rain you'll ever feel. Who? What the? Hey! What? What? Sending your bitch to do your dirty work? How many of you buggers are there? Found one, lads. But he might have friends. All alone. Too bad for you. So you're what's rustling around. Look where you're going. Touch me again, and there'll be consequences. Didn't your mum teach you better? I'm making a move. Cover me! We need to think strategic like. A vagabond never yields. You think this'll stop me? Ah, you'll pay for that one. It's going a tad dark. Don't think I'm gonna make it, boys. Good shot, that. My mates will make it your last. Let's go, lads. You like that? You've made your point. Truce, so much for a pleasant diversion. I guess there's someone else's problem now. Must be the Radrats. I need a fag to calm my nerves. They're starting to get to me. Nothing again. All I do is chase ghosts. We're going to have fun with this one. All right, lads. Let's go. Forward. Keep 'em on their heels. Fight on without me, lads. That's how it ends. Careful. Don't let him shoot first. There's sneaks hiding around here somewhere. Not very quiet, are they? Get ready, mates. All the cowards, if you ask me. All part of the boss's plan, apparently. Another blasted day, innit? Thought you'd be someone else's problem by now. Maybe you're not as cowardly as I thought you were. Who's next? Sleep well in your shallow grave. Huh? Who's there? 2, 3? I don't care. I'll bury you all. Looks like I found the sneaky rat. Ain't that the bloody truth? In this world, the only person you can trust is yourself and your mum. That is, unless she's gone feral like my mum. But even then you can at least trust her to try to chew your face off while you're sleeping. Damn shame. I thought I smelled greatness on you, mate. Guess the old beak ain't what it used to be. Good. You're running out of time. Get to Millwall ready, for Christ's sake. The fastest route across the Thames is through the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. Hey, listen, mate. Sorry I lost it on you a second ago. You did good with the radio. I need you to do something else for me now. Something much more important. All right. Help. I can't help with that. Can't even see enough to help you. Ha ha. You got to do this on your own. No hand-holding. But I'll give you a bit of background so you know what you're in for. The Syndicate has an enforcement division known by locals as the Sniffers. Their whole job is to keep the peace, as they call it, meaning meting out a bit of the old ultra-violence against anything they consider subversive. Pretty cruel bunch by all accounts. They tend to wander around in small groups round Millwall, looking for trouble. You'll find a few round Tower Hamlets and the Dome too. Each group has a captain, and they're usually smart and tough. You want to get that pin off their collar, you got to be smarter and tougher. And they ain't the complacent type, so don't expect no shortcuts here. You want into Millwall, you'll need a Millwall pass. If you ain't found yourself one of those yet, well, that's up to you to solve. Like I said, no hand-holding on this one. You're on your own, I'm afraid. Do please try not to die. My respect, and maybe some tickets if you don't muck the whole thing up too bad. But let's worry about that when you get back. Piss off! Wait, actually come back. Oh shit, that's right. God damn it! Ah, that's right. She left in a hurry, said she had a mission of some kind. Oh, God damn it. Oh, now you want to help. Isn't that just dandy? I were about to send another lad to do the job, but I guess you'll do. The fastest route across the Thames is through the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. Hello, young plum. We keep the order round Bromley. Stop the hooligans, keep businesses protected, manage goods in and out, that sort of thing. We're popular with the locals, which is more than you can say for most gangs around London. Times are hard, though. We're at war with the Isle of Dogs, and they've got more men and more guns than us. The Isle of Dogs Syndicate, IODS or Syndicate for short, but round here they're just dogs. They're a rival gang based up at Millwall and Canary Wharf. I say rival, but they're bigger than us by almost any measure. Led by a chap called Thomas Black, smart fella. They run guns and supplies for the gentry, which keeps them flush. Believe it or not, we were allied with them back in the day, working together to drive out the Normans. But things have turned sour since, and we've had some bad blood over the years. Sebastian's a good lad. I used to work for his father, Gabriel. He was a noble man, very honourable, very caring. Sebastian is harder, crueler, some say. But these are crueler times. Sebastian does what needs doing to keep the gang in order, and there's not much to argue with there. Cheerio. Well, pleased to meet you, wayfarer. My name's Blind Nelson. I'm Sebastian's right-hand man, and I was the same to his father back when he were the boss of the vagabonds. I can't see no more, but I've been round the houses far longer than anyone else here, and my brain still ticks as good as ever. Not the fastest fish in the tank, are you? All right, I'll wait some more. Oh, how sweet. You're just a little sweetheart, aren't you? A little cutie pie that likes to cuddle up in a bubble bath and write their feelings down in a diary, eh? Dear diary, today I met a mean old ghoul with a knob the size of a cricket bat, and he bullied me for loving the vet so goddamn much. I think I might have another cry about it. Is that you, then? Rhetorical question. It is you. But you're all I've got at the moment, so I'm going to need you to load up your dainty purse with supplies and head to Millwall to make sure Yvette hasn't done anything too stupid. He were only young, but he took over the gang as soon as news broke of what happened. It were hard at first, but we stuck by him and he's kept the gang going. I'm right proud of the lad, I'll tell you that. I'll let you get back to your important things then, your bloody highness. Simple fact is, my radio's broke, and I'm lost without it. Sebastian keeps me around for what brains I have, but without my radio I'm deprived of some very necessary intel. I need someone with a pair of eyes and a pair of legs to fix it. You fit the bill, right? You took your damn time about it. Where'd you go to fix it? Azerbaijan? Well, better late than never, I guess. Cheers. Don't know what I'd do without this. Now, let's have a listen to what's happening out in the smoke. You ain't heard. The syndicate done in his mum and dad. Happened about 10 years ago at what we call the Red Treaty. Was supposed to be a peace treaty. Gabriel Gaunt joining with Thomas Black to form a united front after driving out the Normans. But Black took the opportunity to take out the whole senior leadership of the vagabonds, and out of the wreck he grabbed most of East London. Well, go on then. I haven't got all day. You better get out of my fucking face before I go feral on you, you cheeky bastard. A rescue of sorts. Oh, I know exactly where she went. She's got ties to Millwall. No doubt she's there now, about to find herself knee-deep in shit. You want to die young and forgotten instead? Well, don't worry, newcomer. I'm sure that chance will come along soon enough. For now, just be a good sport and fix the radio. I was right there, standing next to Gabriel when they shanked him. Last thing I saw was him slumping to the ground whilst they grabbed his Mary. Last thing I saw. Then, instead of killing me, they plucked my eyes out. Said I would be the only witness, and that's all I could live for. A cruel one, that Black. Cruel and clever. He wanted me to live as a show of what happens when something gets in his way. Aye, and what a useful prop I've been since. Chill Winston said they fished you out some lad down the Pinder. If I still had eyes, I'd say you were pulling the wool over him. But Gaunt backed him up, and he's not the fanciful type. You got the radio done up? Gabe Gaunt, Seb's dad. He were our fearless leader until he decided to trust the dogs. Led us through the first gang war years back, he did. He were an incredible strategist, ruthless. But deep down he wanted to see the good in people. A right foolish mistake in times like these. Paid for it with his life and the lives of most of our men. We came up together. He really was the best man I've ever known. But he's also the reason we're having this conversation in a dilapidated old pub as the vagabonds scrap and claw for even a fraction of what we once had. Needless to say, my feelings about him are a bit complicated. Oi, newcomer. I think I still hear you breathing over there. Come over here and we'll have a gob. I need you to go to Millwall and make sure Yvette hasn't done anything too stupid. And if she has, I need you to unfuck the situation. I would say there's a 90% chance that she's about to do something stupid and find herself knee-deep in shit. Oh, for fuck's sake, turn that damn thing off. Why'd you even bring me this stupid radio anyway? You were just trying to upset me, weren't you? Where's Yvette? She's the one who vouched for you. I'm going to give her a piece of my mind. Here's the broken radio. Go find Chill Winston and ask him if he has any parts to fix it. Bullet-Tooth Anthony has a workbench for when you got the bits. Bring it back here when it's all working smoothly and you're done. Easy, right? I don't know the whole story, just what I've been told. She had a brother once upon a time. Apparently he found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time, and the syndicate did what the syndicate does to rival gang members. Turned him into kibble. So, obviously, she has a bit of an axe to grind, but so does everyone else here, so who gives a shit? Just another syndicate sob story. Join the bloody club. Millwall is absolutely lousy with syndicate dogs. You can't throw a bloody rock without hitting one of them and it bouncing off and hitting a relative they're shagging. If they find out you're with us, you'll be ripped apart by rabid dogs before you can say Bob's your uncle. You should be fine, because you're a fucking nobody, but regardless, you should keep a low profile. Gladly. Damn shame. I thought I smelled greatness on you, mate. Guess the old beak ain't what it used to be. Scum of the fucking earth. Calling them the Isle of Dog Syndicate is an insult to mutts everywhere. Isle of bloody sheep shaggers and pikeys is more like it. Just saying their name puts a bad taste in my mouth. It weren't always like that, though. We used to be allies, right up until they plunged a knife in our backs and stole what's rightfully ours. They took almost everything. Our territory, our rackets, Gabriel. The bastards brutalised him. He were my best mate, and he made the vagabonds a name to be feared in East London. But he's the one who made the mistake to trust them. I hate to say it, but he brought it on himself, and by extension all of us. Anyway, listen to me going on like a chatty housewife after Sunday service. All you need to know is the syndicate is bad fucking news. Keep clear of them if possible. Something to do with radiation and whatnot. I never much cared why. I lost my skin to it back when I was young, and I've stayed like this ever since. You get used to it. There are some what call us ghouls. Cheeky bastards. Brilliant. Head north to Millwall and don't come back until you find Yvette. Tell her Blind Nelson's looking for her. The fastest route across the Thames is through the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. Have I been talking to myself, or did you not hear the part about this gang having trust issues? There is no we until you've proven yourself beyond the shadow of a doubt, lab rat. Find Yvette, then we'll talk about becoming a we. Feel free to ask around. We're always short-handed here and there. I've got a bit of work for you myself, in fact. Well, check out the eyes on this one. Yeah, there's a bunch of us commuters about. She's got roots there, and you don't need to be Sherlock fucking Holmes to figure out she's going to make sure that poor soul headed to the hangman isn't one of her people. Bring Yvette back in one piece and I'll make it worth your while. Oh, God, that smell. What the hell do you want? Why are you here? Where's Yvette? Did you let the dogs get her? You're not seen a commuter before. There's a bunch of us about. What? Oh, no, I'm fine. Good to hear you again, newcomer. What's your business? You must have been listening in the next room before you brought it over here. How else would that news have been so perfectly timed? I'm on to you, lab rat. Oh, no. Did baby have a hard time with their Tinker toys? Why didn't you say so? Take a seat. I'll have one of the lads pour up a warm glass of milk to calm your delicate nerves. Where the hell is Yvette? Daycare is over. She's got to pick up her little ankle biter. Her and a bunch of goons and some crazy animal have been laid out cold in a factory over Newham Way. Folks are saying it was a gang attack that must have taken a dozen men. A bunch of her goons are dead in the factory over Newham, but her body ain't anywhere to be found. There's a rumour going round that some of her slaves fought back and fed her to her pet. True justice, they're calling it. The thing is, I've kept the vagabonds under the radar, reining in aggression, not overstepping on the syndicate's toes. It's only by staying small that we've stayed alive. Until you came along. I knew you were special when the boys brought you in, but I didn't think you'd upset things this much. You've brought success after success for the gang. I know you haven't made everyone happy. You've certainly made Sebastian bolder, more fired up. Now he thinks he can take on Black with no challenge. It's mad. He ain't got a clue just how big Black really is, how impossible any war against him would be. And so, we come to this. Sebastian has become his own enemy, the biggest threat to his own survival. What am I to do? Stick behind him and let him get himself killed, taking all the vagabonds with him? Or something else? I don't want him getting hurt. He loses his senses when it comes to Black. I can trust you on this. Perhaps. We can't risk it. A big force might get noticed and spook out Black. Besides, I'm told that a cover force is being sent to attack Bromley. We'll need all we can to protect our home. Now that's a thought. Look, Black's an evil bastard. There is no denying that. But he understands how the world works. He sent me to give you an offer now. Betray the vagabonds and join with him. Otherwise, the vagabonds will get wiped out by him anyway, but it'll be slow and painful and leave half of East London in ruins. That's the situation. Accept Black's offer and you can go and see him right now. Let's go then. I wish it weren't true. Ah, young Plum, glad to finally hear you. Listen, and listen quick. I've had a word that Black is going to flee the city via his personal biplane at London City Airport. He'll take a bit of time to gather his bits. I need you to get down to his personal train and intercept him, alone. Speaking. I'm going to wait a while before I return to the Swan and Mitre. Let things cool down. If I'm welcome back, that is. Goodbye, Wayfarer. Perhaps you see more than me, young Plum, but I don't know any other way out of this. We've come to the end of the track. That I am. Crippled? Nah, it'll hurt, no doubt, but Black will bounce back with some new blood. Truth is, Black has always made sure he needs no one but himself. He knows his turf, his people, his operations, and he's got it all wound tight in his fist. Besides, the man's got enough money and guns around him that naught else matters. Well, Never mind, let's move on. Oh, wannabe butcher, is it? What do you need? Absolutely. Black is the leader of the biggest gang in London. Only reason the smaller gangs are around is because he likes to let them scrap with each other. But if any become big enough to threaten him, bam, they're gone. I told Sebastian this was all a bad idea. Course, word on the street don't matter so much as what Black knows. And he knows, I'm sure. He'll see that this were all the vagabonds' work. Might take him some time to regroup his dogs, but when he hits back, he'll hit back hard. We could be talking total annihilation if we ain't ready. Lady? As you will. The Wayfarer's a woman. News is he was killed in his own private room down some swanky Westminster club. I hear tell a vagabond waltzed in, cool as ice, snuffed him, then grabbed his ledger off the bloody corpse. News is he's scarpered, fled the city, and with a major chunk of the syndicate's capital too, by all accounts. Thank you. Hello? Ah, young Plum. You made it at last. Well, interesting stuff afoot to be sure. Enforcer Sinclair is an interesting case. Sebastian? And last but not least is Peter the Fence. Good question, young Plum, good question. Oh. I see. Peace between the vagabonds and the syndicate. You know, it almost gives me hope. And you? Yeah, maybe you could make this happen. All right, young one, you've inspired me. I don't know how Black will react, but we can take it to him. But I warn you, this may end badly. The lad seems happy to chop off his own arm for a chance to give Black a bloody nose. I've managed to hold him back before, but lately, well, he's gotten bolder is all I can say. Dangerously so. John Lockheed's been killed over in Millwall. A hit job is the word on things. And a man in vagabond gear was seen hanging around the area that night. John Lockheed's gone entirely missing. But separately, there are reports of a horrible scene in a Millwall flat. Someone torn to absolute pieces. Body in no way identifiable. Let's talk of maybe some crazed chemhead doing it. So long then. I don't like using deception, much as I should be used to it by now, but Black is comfortably sitting in his office in Canary Wharf. This train goes right there, in fact. I don't control it, mind, all done remotely. I got a little signaller here to tell the syndicate chaps to trigger it once we've had a little chat. Good. Get to it. This train will take you all the way there, but I'm going to move down the carriages. I feel I missed my stop a long time ago. I just hope Gabriel can forgive me. I'm afraid the lies go back many years. It's Gabriel's fault, really. He made me promise. Take a proper oath that if anything were to happen to him, that I'd keep his lad Sebastian safe. So when Black killed Gabriel and told me to become an informer or he'd slaughter Sebastian too, what were I to do? Bastard even paid me, just to add to the shame. I'm almost glad he took my eyes out so I don't have to face myself in the mirror. I've been acting turncoat for 10 years now, feeding the syndicate intel, pushing back against Sebastian's more aggressive plans. Sebastian don't have a clue. All right, I'll give the signal. Like that, is it? Well, let's have it, you little shit. Hello, young plum. Oh, I may be blind, but I've got my eyes about. Eyes in places you wouldn't expect. You watch what you're about, little Cupid. I don't want to see the boy dead. It's Gaunt. He'll never agree to a ceasefire.